Monday, April 7th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Let's start off with a look at the temperatures. These are 5 o'clock hour temperatures this morning. And for the time being, a bit of a cold air damming scenario in place. You have temperatures in the 40s over a good chunk of the North Carolina Piedmont, and rain has spread in. You can notice the winds in those areas out of the northeast. And what's going to happen here is we'll have these northeasterly winds in place for a decent period of time today. Now, in time, that wedge boundary will be, which is located right now, way down here. That will be lifting off to the northwest later today. And so eventually by this afternoon, probably just the northwest Piedmont left in that residual cool air mass. But certainly we're looking at a lot of rain over the parts of the region this morning. Let's expand the radar view out and show you that a lot of the western half of North Carolina, the northwestern tip of South Carolina, has seen light to moderate rain for a while now. The rain gets very heavy as you get back into North Georgia and Alabama, down to the southern Mississippi, southeastern Louisiana. And this system has produced a lot of flooding issues across the southeast. Now, at the time I'm cutting the video, you had a tornado watch area, including up places like New Orleans and Mobile, Montgomery, Birmingham, and all the green outlined areas, though, those are various flood-related products that are in effect. There's your storm report over the past 24 hours, pretty decent round of severe weather in some spots, as we have gone through the past 24 hours, and some additional severe weather likely today. More of that in a second. There's your 48-hour rain totals across the region, and you've had some locations in parts of Mississippi and Alabama pick up over 6 inches of rain during that time frame, and that's why you have the flash flooding issues that have developed in some spots. So here's the setup. Low pressure ramping up over the western parts of Tennessee. And again, we're on the cool side of that warm front in most of the Carolinas for the time being, but that will be lifting to the north as we get deeper into the day today here for this Monday. Now here's a peek at Futurecast, and you can see rain pivoting through the area as we go through the day. Now Futurecast, the RPM modeling here for a while has been insisting that there'll be at least a lull, or at least a diminished intensity of the rain here across most of the Piedmont of North Carolina for a period of time this afternoon. Not saying it's not going to rain at all this afternoon, certainly not saying that. There'll be some rain at times, but it looks like it could be relatively light for a decent portion of the afternoon. And then finally, one last band of showers and a few thunderstorms rolls through later this evening with the actual cold front moving on through. Now, in terms of severe weather, there's your day one severe weather outlook in the yellow shaded area. That's your standard slight risk. And it really does look like a scenario where the residual cool air will probably hold on for most, if not all, of this event here, north and west of Interstate 85, down into the upstate of South Carolina in those areas. But certainly when you get east of that area, you have a little better chance of seeing some strong to severe storms as we head on through the course of especially this evening. Now, this is the surface map, and again, that warm front slowly retreating. Eventually the cold front sweeps in. There's your last round of showers and storms, say 10 o'clock in the evening to maybe 2 o'clock in the morning, somewhere around that time frame. Tomorrow will be dry, partly sunny, highs in the 60s in most spots. Another little disturbance cruises through here Wednesday, maybe a couple of rain showers Wednesday, but that at the moment does not look like a very big deal. So additional rain totals with this event. There's what Futurecast is printing out. A lot of us seeing some pretty generous totals. The GFS showing some generous amounts in many spots as well. So here's a look at the upper air chart off the European model. Big disturbance lifting up into Kentucky and Tennessee early this afternoon. And then we're under the trough Wednesday. That's when we have that chance of a few showers as we go through that period in time. So there's the European model. This is the afternoon and early evening precip on the European. The GFS, let me go back to this chart. That's the European afternoon, this afternoon and this evening. Now, in terms of the severe weather outlook, again, there's the day one probabilistic, or the categorical outlook. Here's the probabilistic outlook for tornadoes, 5% area in the slight risk area, 15% wind probabilities there in the slight risk area, and some hail probabilities generally pretty low across most of the region. So we'll keep an eye on that severe weather threat. It certainly does look like the eastern Carolinas have the best opportunity seeing a few stronger severe storms with this event, but we'll have to watch how far north and west that wedge boundary will retreat. We continue to see pretty good indications of a pretty potent system early next week too. Looks like Monday of next week, maybe Tuesday, depending on the timing of the models. Could be another big system swing through the southeastern parts of the country. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody stay dry, have a great day, and God bless.